Hello everyone, welcome back for another Anything Goes Saturday. This month Vicki is going to take a break. She has some issues that she needs to take care of, so she's going to take a break. So I thought I would take and use this time and use up some of my 6x6 pads and give you some ideas. So the first idea that I ran across is a sketch from Bourbon Creek Crafts. So for that sketch, I use my Peachy Mint Bliss pattern paper from Not2Shabby. Love their paper. And this is the pattern that I chose. And what I did with that pattern was I cut it at 5 1/8 by 1 7/8. It's going to be, I have a layer to go behind it. This is the piece off the top. I haven't decided if I'm going to use that. We'll see. I might. I'm going to pair it with a new die that I got that was interesting. I'm always looking for ways to do backgrounds. I can't always find them in embossing folders because I like simple embossing folders. So I saw this and I'm going to give this a try. It's called Starshine Background. And what this does is it's going to punch out the background. So we'll see how that goes. I have 3 pieces of cardstock that match here, and I'm going to do 2 with the polka dots and 1 with the plaid. I have a panel for the front of my card and my card base. Now, all my dimensions are on my blog. The link is below. I also have the Minty Peach Bliss dots that I'm going to use. And then from Not2Shabby, they have tea loving gnomes. I didn't get the tea set because I liked this paper, but this paper goes with it really well. So I went with these for that. So cute gnomes. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my panels here and I'm going to run them through my embossing machine and do the back. So let me do that and I'll be back. All right, I got my pieces done, and one of the things that I did was I taped it thinking that it would so that it didn't move on the plate, and the tape messed up this, so don't use your low tack tape on it. It didn't work. All right, so let me pull in my card bases and let's get that put on. All right, now this has 2 sides. This side is flat and this side is raised. So it depends on the look you want. I'm going for the flat side, and since it's got some texture to it, I'm going to use my double-sided tape. All right, now that I have my backgrounds all attached, I'm going to put my paper on my cardstock. That, and then that. All right, the green piece gets this one. 2 orange pieces. I say orange. This is a peach color, so this is the closest I had that looked good. Most of mine are too pink. All right, so I've got those. Now, that's gonna go on here. And this is smooth, so I can use and put this on my card base with my tape. I don't need to use my double-sided tape because there's no texture to it. All right, let me take this one and I'm gonna put it on right about there. Okay, there's one. Here's 2. I'm using my lines to figure out where to put it. And here's the last one. Now I have to decide which of my little guys are going to go on which one, but this one is going to go on here. These 2 go on the other. All right, so I'm going to put some foam adhesives on the back. I could use my bigger ones, but I don't see my bigger ones here. Let me get a package of big ones. All right. Now I can take off my backs and put these on my card bases. Then I have to decide if I'm going to use that other piece, and I have an idea. I think I might try. All right. All right, let's see. This one goes on the green. These little cute little guys. They have a teacup and all of them are iced tea in some form. But I think they're so cute. All right, so there's that. Look at this little one, relaxing. I love gnomes. I wish I could find a general stamp with a little guy that looks like this, so I could use it for the inside of my cards and envelopes. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to make a banner. So what I'm going to take and do is, this is 6 inches. I've got 3 cards. I'm going to cut it at 2 inches. Okay, this is a great way to use your strip. You can put it on the inside. Now, I have this banner punch that I'm going to use, and it's going to be interesting. Okay, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to use a Post-it note, so give me a minute. All right, I got this little flag I can use. So I'm going to put it in so it goes all the way. I want to make sure it's straight. So I'm going to turn it upside down. It's got to be centered too. Okay. There's one. And I'm going to put the plaid with the polka dots, and the polka dots with the plaid. All right. Let me get back here. Get it in. If you're good at getting it centered. You don't have to use this punch. I'm not. I try, but it doesn't always work. I gotta make sure I go in the right way. I don't want the other one. All right. A little too this far. Let's see if I can push it over slightly. Oops, too much. That's better. There. Okay. So I have all of my banners made, and I can add those to my card. Now this gets this. And this one gets this. I'm just going to go ahead and put my tape on all of them. All right, so this gets this. And again, I'm using my lines on the thing. I don't know what you call it, the background, to line it up. There we go. And one more. And I could have cut this off and made it a little shorter, but that's okay. There. Now all I need is my gems. So let's see what we're going to use. And this matches the paper, so I know I'm good. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the thing. Let's try this. Let's go with this. I'm going to put it down here. I've got a lot of space down here on this one. One more. And I think I'm going to use the green on these. And I've used my dark green. I've got one more here, if I can get it. All right, now, here's this. Do you do the same thing? Do you find you use the same colors over and over, so consequently you run out of that color? I do that all the time. And I know these aren't in the right spot, but it doesn't matter. So there you have it, 1 6x6 with 3 card ideas. You can add a sentiment if you want. I typically don't add sentiments because then I can use it however I want. So I hope you enjoyed today's idea and you'll give it a try. Look for double-sided 6x6 paper. This was 1 sheet and I got 3 cards. Have a super Saturday. Bye.